Action.
Good evening, viewers. This is HopeGrill, and tonight with me I have someone that is very dear to me and very special to my heart, and that's why we'll be talking about the topic we'll be talking about this evening. And she's going to introduce herself in a bit, and once she introduces herself, we will go ahead and we'll start talking about the topic. And I know that I'm still keeping you in suspense, but remember, on HopeGrill we teach and infuse and experience hope. With me this evening is my covenant sister, and if you don't know what that means, we'll talk about that deep into the talk. Is Iphie Chuks-Adizue. Please, can you introduce yourself to my viewers?
Okay, my name is Iphie Chuks-Adizue. Everyone calls me Iphie, Iphie.
Yeah.
Very important. And what do I do? I'm the co-founder and managing partner at Deluxe Childbirth Services. I also I am the founding president of Share Virtuosity. It's a women's platform for raising uncommon women. And I'm her covenant sister.
Okay, I just try to make him modest, kind of, but you'll be knowing about Iphie in a short while. This evening we're going to be talking friendships, and she's shocked because she's not very sure of why she's the one I chose. But if I'm really why I think you should be talking friendships is we've been friends for almost 15 years. Almost 15 years, and Ifeoma is one of the most loyal and faithful friends that I've known in this journey of my life. And I just want her to talk about friendships and the fact that she works with a lot of women, and I'm sure she's looking at herself because she's feeling like, I'm not the perfect person to talk friendships, because how many friends do I have? There are a few of them. So can you please tell us, who is a friend to you? What does friendship mean to you as a person?
As a person, I'd say friendship is deep for me. Friendship is not something that truthfully comes very easy for me. So when I think of someone that is a friend, I think of someone that has my back, someone that does not judge me, someone that I can actually be myself. When I feel like things are not going exactly how I expected, someone I can talk to, and the person doesn't take it as an excuse like, so something is not going on well in your life. Those kind of things. And then someone that I know that someone that's just always there. We might not necessarily talk every day, but someone that I know in my heart has my back.
So this evening on HopeGrill we're talking friendships, and if you have questions you want to ask about friendships, please put it in the comment box below. And remember that I'm with my covenant sister Iphie Chuks-Adizue, the managing partner of Deluxe Childbirth Services, and also she's the founder of Share Virtuosity. If you're out there and you don't follow Share Virtuosity as a woman, you're missing a lot. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do, why you do what you do, and why what you do is important?
Which of the things I do?
Everything you do. So I know you're a mother and all of that, you're a wife and that bit, but I want you to focus more on what Deluxe Childbirth Service is all about, because I also know it's linked to friendship. Because I remember, I for one, I tease you a lot about how you started after I gave birth. Hope to all my kids. So please tell us about
I think one thing, I do quite a number of things, but one thing that is core in all the things I do is I know that I'm called to women, and I know that I'm called to create a crop of women that are spiritually, intellectually, physically, financially empowered to release themselves and their families from the shackles of poverty, mediocrity, and all that. And so that is my core. So how did Deluxe start? I had my first child in the US, and it was really quite by fluke or accident. But then when I came back, everybody's there asking me, how did you do it? How did you do it? And as a person, I love to share. I really just love to see people, attain the best that they are supposed to attain, be the best. So when people start asking me, I was freely sharing, I would do this. And I remember when you were pregnant, we would sit down and say, okay, these are the places, where do we want to go to? I did it for you, I did it for a number of other people in the office. And so one day, I typically have what I call this come to Jesus moment, when you just have your time with God and you're asking all the questions that, you're allowed to ask God questions. So you're asking all the, so God, what am I supposed to do in my life right now? Yeah, I like my job. or is this really all there is? And that's where the idea from Deluxe came. He said, what do you know how to do? And I was teasing and I said,
You know how to have
I
babies.
know how to have babies back to back. And he says, okay, so you know how to have babies back to back in the US, so why don't you just turn it into a business? And it felt like scam, like, but that's how pretty much Deluxe started. And for me, I saw it's never really been, in the sense of the word, a business to me. It's a ministry to reach out to people. One of the things that actually drew us closer as sisters, which you remember, was when I had an ectopic pregnancy and I almost died. And so that whole incident just opened up my eyes to see that there's so much happening in the maternal space.
Hold that thought. So if you're just joining us this evening, we're talking friendships, and I mean, interestingly, you're bringing in that, because the next question that came to mind for me is, what's the role of a friend, or what roles have friends played in your life? I mean, it could be good roles, it could be bad roles. So what's been the role of friendships in your life?
I've had both. I've had both. And I think I pretty much started life with a friend one of my oldest friends. You actually know her, Fema.
Yeah.
One Port Harcourt. She was my friend from primary 3.
Wow.
My mom was a teacher. Her mom was a senior manager at CBN. So she was a rich kid and I was a normal kid. But she just liked me. And she made her mom come and look for us where we were living. Like, it didn't make sense. And you just see herself and her mom coming in their rich car, coming to look for my mother. Was running around, hey, oh, this girl, how did you bring this kind of people to my... But she became my friend, and we were friends for a long time. And in that friendship, I learned, she was always there. Nothing used to stress her. But then we entered secondary school, everybody grew apart. And I got into secondary school. I also had good friends, but I also had friends at some time that betrayed me. And so friends that you pretty much were sharing everything with, and then they were going behind your back and sharing it
With other people.
Exactly. So after that incident, when I was going into university, I just wanted to go into university and just read my book. I didn't want to really have friends. But my kind of person is also someone that is very alive and very in your face, and people always would want to be friends with me. And so I had a new set of friends. And I got that whole jealousy bit again. So I think it's about my 300 level. I used to, interestingly, I just know my brain works. Let's just put it that way.
And I can testify to the fact that your brain works.
So my brain works. No matter how much I play, my brain works. And when my brain works, it shows in the results. And then they start carrying different gist that I used to cheat. I used to go and do expo. I used to, different. And these are my friends that are saying these things. So I withdrew again. And then as I started working, I started having now friends that had my back. I remember the first friend I stayed with in Lagos. She was like we're pairs, but she just always was there. And I think after that I started opening up gradually, and I started having more friends that pretty much had my back. But truthfully, the scars from the betrayal have not let me really have as much friends as I would love to do. But for me, it's not about the number. It's about the quality of the friendship.
So it's about the quality of the friendships and not just about the number. If you're just joining us this evening, remember, we eat, we feel, we talk hope on HopeGrill. And with me this evening is my covenant sister, Iphie Chuks-Adizue, the managing partner, the founding partner of Iphie Chuks-Adizue, and also Share Virtuosity. And I mean, she's been telling us about friendships, and thank you so much for taking us through the journey, because literally as you spoke, it just dawned on me that in life sometimes you have it very good and sometimes it's very bad, but that's not stopped you from having friends. Yeah. If you have to tell viewers out there, what would you say is one thing or one reason why people should have friends?
Having friends is core to your sanity. And I thank God for the bad experiences I had, because it helps you to value the good friends when you have them. For example, you're my sister, and I tell everybody she's my sister, and I enjoy being the little one. She's the older sister. So, with it comes harassment and bullying, like stuff that's happening. But I enjoy it. But that's because I've gone through bad experiences, so I can value the good experiences. But what's the core benefit? It's good for you to have. As a woman, there's so much that we do. Life can get overwhelming. I don't know. I'm also someone that is very, very deeply myself and Holy Spirit kind of relationship. But you do need friends. I remember one trying phase in my life, which you were there. Like, I don't cry. If I cry, but that's one of the things that made me realize that you were more than a friend, because I literally was crying every day, and that friend would just hold you and make you believe that everything is fine. I'm here with you. If you cry, I cry. Every woman needs a friend. At least 1, 2 friends that have your back. Know that when everything is just too much, you can call somebody and the person can actually drop everything. You need to have a friend that when you cry, the friend will also cry with you. It's not. Anyway, this one is plenty English. Have friends.
So if you're out there, you're trying to make friends, you're looking to have a friend, you're not sure whether you need a friend in your situation. One of the things that we're gathering this evening, that it's important that you have a friend. You cannot live life on your own. You need people to be there for the happy moments, and you need people to be there for the very sad moments. And I mean, I can think back on my life and the roles that friends have played in my life. It's been super amazing, because I also remember when my dad died, and I was trying all to be strong. But I mean, I think in that time I also saw the people that were really my friends, people that could make it to the burial in just one day. And I think that's really super amazing. I'm sure that there are people out there that are probably thinking, how I want to have friends, but maybe I'm not just likable, maybe I'm not fine. People are not very sure, because sometimes people are unsure or whether people will be their friends. So is that something you want to tell us on how we can make friends?
I will tell them what you told me. He that wants to be found friendly, needs to himself be friendly.
Show himself friendly.
Well, I think you just need to open up. Most people that don't have friends are afraid of letting go. You're afraid of letting people into your space that will hurt you. You're afraid of letting people into your space that will come in and feel like they should tell you the way you should run your life. I know that's one of the things I used to be afraid of. But I think what you should do is write a list of the qualities that you want in a best friend. Because indeed you need a best friend. David had Jonathan, and then the Bible also says that there's a friend that sticks closer than a brother. There are friends that they are in you, they're your friends. So write a list of all those qualities that you want and start to be that person.
Oh, you start to be that person,
yes.
Not start looking for someone that has that quality.
You start to be that person.
Awesome.
And interestingly, people like makeup gyrate towards you, and because you're being mindful of the friendship, when that person comes, don't assume that we are friends. Friendship needs to be worked on. I remember the day when myself and Crystal really became good friends, and then one day she just shows up in my house and she says, if this relationship is not working, I'm like, I'm not finished dealing
now
with
you're
husband.
putting me in a bad light in the eyes of my viewers.
I'm not finished dealing with husband. This relationship is not working. What's my own? And there was something she said. She said, if we're going to be friends and we're going to be sisters, then it's not something that we just let be. We need to work on it. We need to nurture it. And so if you're looking out for friends as well, when you find that person, you also need to nurture it. It's not always about what you receive. I have this interesting nudge that this woman has put my number on her phone and has set it timing that she calls me every day. I'm not joking. And she has it Monday to Friday, I know. And this last Saturday, I just realized, oh my God, this has not called me today. And I felt very excited. Now let me call her. But that's not what you're teaching the person what you want. So you remember you've already done your best friend exercise. You know what you want. You find someone of a like mind. The person might not be perfect. The person will most likely not be perfect. So those things you want in your friendship, start to do it, and the person will learn. Same way you would learn from the person.
Wow, that's it. And I'm sure I didn't tell you some of these things, because I am just learning some of the things that you're saying. I don't have. Do I have you on speed dial? Yes, I have a time when I call you.
You see, I said so.
But I don't know if it's speed dial, but it's more it's intentional for me that I have to call you on a daily basis, either to harass you or to just love on you or to just check up on you, or just put something in place that helps me all of the time to reach out to you. Okay, but I know, Ifoma, for instance, you've told us about the relationships that hurt and hurt deeply. Because while you were talking, one of the things that struck me, it's okay for a friend to hurt you.
Technically.
Do you want to share with us? I know that you've kind of paraphrased and said, this, but can you share with us an experience of when you've said a lot of good things about friends, but when you really got hurt and why you got hurt by that friend?
Okay. I'll talk about
and you don't have to mention names. It's okay not to
yes,
mention
yes.
names. You can just paint it as a scenario for us, so you can.
Okay, so I'll talk about one scenario, and that scenario is where I had these friends that for me were sisters. Okay, and there's stuff I needed to do that I really had no clue how to do it. I'm usually the one that knows how to do stuff.
Yes, I can testify to that. I mean, she's your go-to person, and if you're watching this evening, I need help with a lot of things. Just look for Ifoma on Insta, Chuks-Adizue, IPHIE, and just DM her, slide into her DM, and trust me, she will help you. She's a good person like that. She will just help you to get.
Let me continue my story. So I'm usually the one that knows how to do stuff, but on this one, I really didn't know how to do it, and I rallied around my friends who knew how to do this to help me out, which they actually did. They're sharing different things that could be done, and then on the day that the thing was supposed to be done, the key people did not show up. Now, but truthfully, I wasn't worried. I didn't. I'm also someone that doesn't expect so much from people, so I really didn't even want them to stress themselves and show up. But I think I really wanted a situation where afterwards I got in a call like, "Oh, how did it go?
So I can make it."
Yes, just I'm not even. I'm sorry. I'm like, how did it go? It's really big for me, and something I was really scared about. But I didn't get that, and I felt bad, and it's weird because the things that make people get hurt are the small things, and I kept asking myself, why are you hurt? Because these people have actually checked up on you a number of times on other things that were seemingly more important than this one. So why is this one hurting you? But I think that one hurt me because it was where I really needed help. I think it was the point where I was very vulnerable and I really needed help. And even though the help was there, but just, I don't know, it sure hurt me, sure.
And please, if you're out there and you're going through hurts, maybe a friend hurt you or you hurt your friend, I think you should just go out of your way right now and probably, put something down that you're going to call that friend and you're going to reach out to that friend and you're going to, make up with that friend. Because one of the things that we've learned this evening is we cannot do without friendships. Ifoma, I know you have authored books. I know you have a lot of video. I want you to tell my viewers about your books, how they can get a copy of your book, and how they can reach out to you if they want to reach out to you on any of the things that you're doing, and particularly if you're trying to give birth to a baby in the US. This is your go-to mama. She can help you have your baby in the US with little or no, with shikini money. Just that. Okay, Ifoma, so can you please tell them?
Okay, so the book is called The Uncommon Woman, a step-by-step guide.
Ifoma, before you go on and on, I mean, before she talks about the book, it's a book that has personally helped me in my life. And it's not because Ifoma is there. She knows I read it like a textbook. And I do the homework.
And you write your notes by
and
the
I write
side.
my notes by the side. I mean, the book literally, but every woman must get that book. And every man that loves his woman must get the book. Okay.
So it's The Uncommon Woman, a step-by-step guide to becoming a successful woman of skill, strength, and substance. It's actually a 10-week guide to becoming an uncommon woman who is the 21st century virtuous woman, really. So it's a book that is weaved around the Proverbs 31 woman, and then we talk about, defining who you are, understanding your purpose, starting your business, growing your business, earning your husband's trust, loving yourself, growing your wealth, and it goes like that. I think, interestingly, the last couple of days I was trying to define, once again, define myself and my core, which I'm clear about. What are the things that I want to help women with? And I think the first one is clarity. So clarity on the woman God created you to be. So you're somewhere here today with clarity on who that woman is, who is that Iphie that God created, and how do I move, and then helping you get an action plan to move from here to that woman. The second thing is helping women enlist the support of their husbands, especially married women. I see a lot of married women that there's so much inside them, inside them, but we don't know how to work with our husbands to get the support we need. People ask me a lot of times. I've seen support of my husband in my marriage, in my business, in my ministry. There's so much more that women can achieve if we have support of our husband, and there's a science to it. It's not you try one and you just give up. So that's the second one. And then the third one is helping women understand that you're called to do a number of things. How do you balance all of that at the same time?
So how do we get a copy of the book?
So the book is available on Jumia. It's available at Latana stores. It's available on Amazon. You can actually go to theuncommonwomanbook.com.
Okay, theuncommonwomanbook.com.
www.theuncommonwomanbook.com. And then there are all the different places to get it. You can get a PDF, you can get an audio book for lazy readers. Very lazy readers, like some people I know. So that's it pretty much.
Thank you so much, Iphie, for coming this evening. And also remember that you can get the book e-ready. You can also get e-ready on Amazon. You can get it in Latana. And please just ensure that if you're having any hurt, that you can actually, make up. And I'm going to be asking you to do something that you probably, weren't expecting that as we close on the show this evening. Remember that it's HopeGrill, and it's every Thursday, 5 p.m. Nigerian time. And you will have it available on YouTube tomorrow, and the channel is Crystal Chibu. And also just watch out, that's something we're working on. Our website will be up soon, and you can be able to reach us. Remember, I'll be expecting your questions, and Iphie will be answering your questions personally, and then we'll be sending your answers directly to you. If you are just keen in what we talked about this evening is friendships, Iphie, I'd like to give you a very big hug and for coming this evening. And I don't think I've ever given anybody on this show a hug. Thank you so much. Do have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you, viewers. God bless you.